Okay, so here we are, rocking and rolling. All right, first question is always the easiest. Please say and spell your name.
My name is James Willie, James Willey.
And what do we call you? What is your title, James?
My title here at Geodynamics is a subsea domain manager.
Yeah, I have no idea what that means, but you know what? I don't care. All we care about is this. Briefly tell me what you do here at Geodynamics.
So, in our subsea domain, we focus on hydrographic and marine geophysical survey work, where we go out and we use remote sensing techniques to map the seafloor and the geology, shallow geology under the seafloor to identify everything from important sediment resources to archaeological features and potentially hazardous items that could impact future development, construction, infrastructure in the near coastal area.
Okay, in English. Now tell me what you do. You're talking to your 90-year-old, 300-year-old great-great-great-grandfather. What do you do? What did you do here? Make maps?
Yeah, we go out and we survey the seafloor using a variety of different sensors to make high-resolution maps and charts of the near coastal environment.
Why is that important, James?
It's important so that various stakeholders throughout the state, as they consider using those areas.
Wait, let's start that over. I don't know what stakeholders are, right? Why is what you do so important?
It's important so that any sort of projects or development that happens off the coast is well informed and be done in an efficient and safe manner, and not disturb anything of cultural or environmental value.
Don't overthink these questions, man.
That's my job here, actually, is to overthink stuff. So that'll be a tough one.
So, I'm sorry, how is it that you're assisting the ultimate goal of offshore wind production?
So we are an early phase of any of these projects. We are the first people to go out and evaluate a potential site to see if it's feasible for consideration as an offshore wind site, and we ensure that any future development efforts in that area are not going to disturb anything culturally significant or ecologically important.
What are the challenges of doing something like this?
It's a very dynamic environment, so working in the shallow waters near coastal, weather is always a factor. The equipment.
Could you press your space bar?
No.
You went to sleep. We're gonna ask that same question again because it's, you know.
1 second. We're good.
Am I rephrasing that question? I don't know, sort of. How do you help this project move forward? This thing's gonna start for 8 years. What phase are you in?
So we're pretty much in a feasibility stage where we're looking at if it's a possible, or so you rephrased it.
What are you doing to forward this project forward?
As in a very preliminary stage and sort of evaluating the feasibility of offshore wind development, it's important to go out and make sure that the areas they are considering developing wind energy are conducive and safe.
So, how important are partnerships to what you do? You guys don't do this stuff alone, do you?
So partnerships are really important because it is a broad industry, so we don't necessarily have all of the technical experts under a single roof. That can range from people with archaeological background versus our survey knowledge versus marine support industries that make sure our vessels are operational and we're able to go out and be efficient at our projects and essentially make sure that we're providing a high quality solution as quickly and as effectively as possible.
The big question is, one of the many big questions, but we're going to cut this interview kind of short, is we're talking about economic impact of the offshore wind project. You know, turbines, yes, it can be built 8 years or whenever it's going to be from now, but we're talking about a huge industry. It's going to be millions of dollars and lots of jobs and various things. What kind of, how is this offshore wind project gonna impact the area economically? What sort of jobs we talking?
So it's going to require a supply chain to be developed across the board, from some of the obvious things like hard manufacturing and large scale industry, but also sort of a soft supply chain where we're looking into technical jobs that are based on everything from academic research to highly skilled and scientific positions in a lot of areas and a lot of communities that don't have those sorts of industries right now.
What kind of people do you hire here at Geodynamics?
We have a variety of backgrounds, from geologists, engineers, computer scientists, information and technology specialists, all the way up through, you know, I don't know how you would describe, you know, people in that industry basically, but experts.
Are they from the area, or where'd you guys all go? I saw something about Wilmington.
Yeah, so we pull from a mixture of the sort of larger state universities like NC State, UNCW, UNC Chapel Hill, and Duke. We partner with some of those universities even. And we also work with some newer programs in the area like Cape Fear Technologies Marine Tech program. They're training people for sort of the on-the-ground application of these surveys and the science. And so it's a unique opportunity to bring people from both of those backgrounds into the same team and working on the same projects.
Cool. Stand by, hold on. Well, this is very exciting. What makes you excited about the future?
I think it's an opportunity to build the sort of STEM career path for a lot of people in this area in what's been traditionally, you know, more rural area, less focused on sort of these high-paying job opportunities related to engineering and technology as they sort of move into our communities.
Okay, good. Bobby, got any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, tell you what, keep that mic on.